Nash Tackle have been making luggage for over 30 years and we pride ourselves on innovation and quality. Last year we brought you the Barrelogix Cube and it's been exceptionally popular. It made obvious sense for us to look at this concept, and this year we're bringing you the Barrelogix Cube Compact. The Cube Compact is exactly the same as the Barrelogix Cube. Well, I say exactly, there's one major difference, and that's its size. It's obviously a lot smaller. Let's open it up and I'll show you inside. As I said, it's almost identical to the original with regards to the way it's laid out. You've got a large main compartment here, more than capable of taking tackle boxes, etc. I've got my 2-rod buzz bar pouch in there, tackle box, PVA, marker floats, etc. There's another longer, smaller compartment. I've got my stiff rig box, uni rig bin. On the left hand side, if I unzip this one, I've got all my bait. This is actually an insulated compartment here, so I've got a couple of bags of freezer bait in there, pop-ups, catapults, dips, etc. Moving over to this one, this is where I personally keep all my little bits. So I've got a compass and head torches and binoculars and Polaroids, and underneath all that I've got my waterproof trousers. Flipping over to the other side, if I unzip this, I've got all my stove bits, I've got some gas, kettle, everything I need to make a brew. And finally, we've got another insulated compartment where I've got my milk and some cold drinks for the day. So as you can see, it is a lot smaller, but it's still enough space there to fit the vast majority of anglers' gear inside. If I zip these both back up, the product can be completely detached. So that means the shoulder strap can come off. If you undo these buckles here on the side, there's a zip that again breaks this section off. I can actually clip this shoulder strap onto here, leaving the rest of the bag in my swim, and I can actually go for a wander, you know, go off, do some fishing. Real versatile bag. As mentioned, they do break apart into sections, and this just makes storing them so easy in the bivvy. If I just quickly do this other side, flip it over, buckles, one zip, there you have it. This bit slides lovely underneath the middle section of my bed chair, and then if I want I can put one at one end and one down the other end. It really is a great bit of kit. It allows you to be so organised, it fits well on the barrow, and to be honest, due to this sort of size, you could actually just carry it on your shoulder and go off to the swim. Check it out guys, it's the Barrelogix Cube Compact. This is the big boy, and it's certainly big. I'm going to quickly run through the sort of main features of it and what I've got inside. First up, on the top here we've got 2 clips and webbings. If I undo these, it allows me perfect place to store things like waterproof jackets, trousers. If I open this main zip to expose the main carcass of the bag that I'd put at around 100 litres, maybe 110, you've got a drawstring and toggle, and the first thing I'm going to get out is the bucket, which just goes to show you just how much room's inside here. Inside the bucket itself, it's also worth pointing out these little Boxlogic D pouches. Really handy little pouches that fit neatly inside a bucket. I've got 2 in there, and I keep all my pop-ups, sprays, dips, etc. Underneath that I've got my actual bait for the session. Further down inside the bag, I've got a ZT all-in-one here, just to wrap up on those cold evenings, or if I'm up early in the morning watching the water. I've got my stove bag with my Coleman's inside, and then further down into the bottom, I've got a sleeping bag. On the outside of the bag itself, we've got lots and lots of different compartments. You've got a nice long compartment here that I use to keep my bank sticks in. Sadly, it's empty at the moment because although I am working, I have managed to flick my rods out. So usually I'd keep my sort of bank sticks, bite alarms, etc. down in here. On this side I've got all the tea kit bits. I've got my fuel, cup, kettle, etc. And down the front of the bag here, I've got my tackle. So you can easily fit one of our medium boxes in there, and you can also fit a larger one if you wish. So as you can see, plenty of back support there. This will wick up any moisture. We've got 2 decent shoulder straps, and we've also got a wraparound waistband, and all of this will help support it on your back, making carrying it to and from the swim a lot easier. I'm going to stick it on, and then I'm going to head off back down to my swim. So we'll get this slung on my shoulders and just set all the straps so it's nice and comfortable. First up I'm going to pull these main straps down and set it on my back so it's nice and tight, and we've actually got these lovely little mouldings here to make it easy. So I've just put my thumbs in these and I'm just pulling it down, and I want that to sit, the base of that to sit just here, You know, it's nice and comfortable there. So it's lovely and tight. Next up, I've got a chest strap just to pull those in and keep them really sort of taut around my chest. Again, nice little buckle and clip. That's that bit sorted. And finally my waist area, just to finally pull it all in nice and tight. Like so. And that's me ready. Just mention these, there's a couple of little pockets here. Again, you might want to keep your phone in here or the lights. But that's me. This is the big boy. As you can see, it is a big boy. But once I've got my rods and a bed chair under my arm, I can go off into the distance fishing.